Hello, African football fanatics. Welcome to season 2 of the African Soccer Show. Now, today, there is no better way of starting season 2 of the Safari Soccer Show than hosting Tito Okello, current Mahia striker. Welcome, Tito.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, maybe just...
I really appreciate.
Welcome. Just give us a brief history of yourself with the clubs that you have played for.
Actually, I started my football journey when I was so young. I think I was 7 by then. I started by playing in a youth program called Kids League, and it was all part of the Uganda. Me, I was in northern Uganda, so it was called Gulu Kids League. That's where I started from, and we used to battle with many kids from different districts, from Kampala, Arua, Jinja, Mbale, like all parts of Uganda. So that's where I started my football from. I think I was like around 7 to 8 years. Then I was also playing at school levels. I went to Unifat Primary School, that is in Gulu, northern part of Uganda, and I finished my primary from Kampala, from one of the school called Bright Light. That's when I finished my primary school, and I was also on bursary because of football. So I really started playing football when I was young.
Okay, now just about your name, is it Tito or Titus? Because here in Kenya, maybe Tito is short form of Titus. So just clear it if it's Tito or Titus.
Oh, actually, I'm known as Tito.
Tito.
Tito, only 4 letters.
So why are you named after the former Ugandan president?
Actually, it was my uncle.
Oh.
I was named after he was already too sick, and he was brought to Nairobi for medication. And then when my dad came to visit him in the hospital and he had a good news, he told him, we have got a newborn baby. So he didn't waste time. He was like, oh, since now I'm bedridden, I don't know whether I'll make it or not. Let me give him that name. Let him take that name. So yeah, I took all his names.
Great. Now let's come back to your football journey. Between 2012 and 2020, you have played for around 8 clubs. The likes of Villa, Bull FC, African Lyon, Mbeya City, KCCA, among others. Now you are at Mahia. Why are you a journeyman?
I'm not a journeyman. That's what people always get wrong. I'm not a journeyman. It's only that I'm one player that doesn't fear challenges. That's me.
Yeah.
I always want to face new challenges, but it's not that I'm a journeyman. I'm not.
Okay, I withdraw that statement.
Yeah.
You're now from Uganda to Tanzania, and now you are in Kenya, a true East African. And it's alleged that reasons of your numerous moves in search for playtime. Is it true?
It's not all about playing time, because if all about playing time, all those clubs, I was a starter.
Okay.
I can't move because I want playing time or what. No, it's only that, as I told you before, I'm a player who doesn't fear challenge.
Okay.
I go anywhere and face anything, any challenge that's there, and come out with the results. So I don't think I was moving to get playing time or something like that. No, it's not like that.
Now, I just want you to clarify to the viewers, because you disappeared from KCC and later found to be at Hong Kong's Benfica Macau in 2018. What happened?
Actually, yeah, in every club, you should not be lied to that every club is financially stable.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can do. And me leaving KCC, it was a financial problem. That's why I left. So I can't talk much about that. It has gone. It's a bygone thing. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, now at Vipers last season, you only managed 3 goals, which was a hat trick against your former side, Bull FC. tell us your experience with Vipers last season.
Vipers wasn't a bad team for me because I remember when I just came in, when I just signed, I really performed very well, and I was like, in the first season I was like scoring in like most of the games.
Okay.
So we had a little bit problem because, you know, we had a lot of coaches coming in and going out at Vipers. So every coach come in with his own style or his own system of play. So you never know. Maybe you don't fit in the other coach's system of play or not. So I got some problem there until they brought the new coach. That's Fred Kajoba, who is the national team goalkeeper for Uganda. So he gave me a chance. That was my first game I've started when that coach came. So I had to prove to him that, yeah, I was there.
Now, Vipers is also a home to former Mahia players like Innocent Wafula and Danny Serunkuma. They did convince you to come to Kenya. And had you dreamed of
actually, yeah, they played a very big role of me being in Nairobi right now, and I always appreciate them, and I always talk to them up to now, because I remember when they told me that, you know, Mahia is in need of you, I was like, okay, fine, because by then my contract had got done from Vipers, and I was really having a lot of offers on the tables from different clubs, Rwanda, Nairobi, Tanzania. So a lot of clubs were there. So I had to ask Wafula and Dan because they were here. They were big guys here in this team. So, you know, it's good always like to search for advice. So when I talked to them, they didn't give me a hard time. They were like, it's not a bad move. So actually they played a very big role in my move here. I really appreciate them too.
Apart from them playing a big role in you signing for Mahia, had you ever dreamed for playing with the Kenyan champions?
Yeah, actually, I really wanted to move to Nairobi because I've been in Tanzania, I've been in Uganda, and it was only Nairobi that I've never been in any club here or any league in Nairobi. So I was like, okay, fine. I think since this has come my way, and Mahia was one of the club I've always dreamed to play for. Yeah, as you know, any player dreams to play for a big team.
Yeah.
So it was a good move for me, and I took it like that.
So, and did they ever tell you about the ever demanding Green Army supporters?
Yeah, I came while knowing. That's why I told you before that I'm a player who doesn't fear challenges. I just go anywhere and get away with the results. So that's me.
Because Green Army supporters are they're arguably the best when you are scoring goals. So hopefully you score goals for them.
Actually, that's what I do best.
Okay, now you playing for both Vipers and KCA, and then now with Mahia, top clubs in respective countries with CAF interclub experiences. Do you see yourself leaving a mark in Kenya?
Actually, I think yes, because I started leaving a mark in Kenya at Nyayo Stadium, so you guys should expect more.
I didn't see that coming. Okay, we are ready. We are ready for you.
Of course.
Okay, now you are,
no doubt.
You speaking of leaving a mark, you have started leaving a mark in Kenya. Last time when you played Uganda, you scored on your debut. Now your head coach, Gor Mahia head coach, Oliviero, was slapped with a touchline ban by CAF yesterday. As a player who has played for CAF Champions League, how is playing without a motivating coach at the dugout?
Actually, is really difficult to play without a coach. But you know, a head coach doesn't work alone. He has his technical team. So I know we have the assistant coaches who are always going to be there for us.
Yeah.
I know everything will be fine. It's only that now we need that mental toughness as players.
Mm-hmm. So do you think this will affect your chances of making it to the group stages?
Actually, it's a challenge, but I don't think it's going to affect our chances because we are focused. All we are seeing, like, we have to go through there. We know it's a big challenge, but now we have to work as a team and do it for him to make him not feel bad. We are going to do it and dedicate ourselves for him.
Okay, and you state your role model in football to be Ugandan David Obwa and the Brazilian Ronaldinho. You are now working under a Brazilian coach at Mahia. How's Samba football, and do you feel like being close to Dino now?
Actually, it's not all that. I love Ronaldinho and I love Brazilian football because they play entertainment football. But when I was young, I really used to do a lot of things on the ball until I grew up and I see that, everything I was doing, I was just wasting time to score goals. So I used to do a lot of things on the ball because I love Brazilian style of play. But with time, I got to know that everything was a waste of time.
Okay. Now, players believe in rituals, and yours is wearing jersey 9, as we can see from your end. Why so, and what makes it special on you?
Players believe in what?
Rituals.
Really?
The football rituals. Yeah.
It's my first time hearing that.
Okay. So what's so special about you wearing jersey 9?
Just 9 is my lucky number, as I can say that, because I remember the last time I put on just 9, I became the top scorer in a tournament. So just 9 is my lucky number.
Okay, great. Now you confessed that it took you 3 years to decide either to play for Uganda Cranes or South Sudan. What convinced you?
Nothing really convinced me, but I took my time. It came to an extent I was like, maybe I'm playing outside my country. They cannot spot me. They cannot see me. I had to go back to Uganda so that I can show the people who are there that, I have something in me. But after signing with KCC, I really performed, and I was like trying to see myself in Fkfpl, and I was like among the top scorers in the first round. But when the Fkfpl stuff came, I was nowhere to be seen. I got frustrated and I was like, okay, fine. Let me go and look for money outside. I had to move. I came back again, the same thing. So I was like, okay, I think enough is enough for me. Let me just try to pave my way. That's why I made that switch.
Okay, now speaking of South Sudan national team is on a rebuilding mode, and the fruits are already evident. I hope you are enjoying your switch with them.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. As I told you before, I'm a player who doesn't fear a challenge, and I love to be seen as underdog, so that I always surprise people. That's all. That's me.
Now, what is the secret in that team? And maybe if you have your best friend so far.
In the national team?
Yeah, in the South Sudan national team.
There's really nothing so special about the South Sudan national team. There's only one thing that we know: we are average players and we work together. It's a unit. We work together. We know that we are all average players. There's no star in our team. That's what we all know. There's no one who's a star. We are all young guys. We are average players. We work together as a team and we win together as a team.
And how was it making your debut against your motherland, Uganda?
It was really so good because I got a lot of criticisms from people, from journalists, from like I have some of the articles which was written by many journalists after my switch, and even one of the biggest newspaper in Uganda, so-called Daily Monitor. I remember the headline was like, "Can Tito turn down the criticisms?" You get that? That was before our game. Then after the game, I saw now everything has changed. The headline has changed, has become tormentor, something like that. So that means like it has really been so good, and And I told them before, I'm not going to go there to prove a point. I'm just going there to play football and enjoy as I used to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Speaking of headlines turning to tormentors, how was the feeling scoring against them?
Yeah, I know it's not all that good after the game. A lot of feelings. People were catching hard feelings,
Yeah.
But that's football. The dude says that the stone that was left by the builder.
Yeah.
You get that? You know that
Yeah.
that proverb.
Yes,
I'm not
I
going to
do.
finish it. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So yeah, it was really good. It was really good feeling because it was my first international goal.
Yeah.
2 matches, 1 goal is not a bad start for me. I know more are still to come.
Yeah. So just before we wind up, just your word of advice to your fellow footballers, maybe who are seen as underdogs by maybe their national teams.
Yeah, I remember after the game, after our win, I recorded some video and posted it there. It's not that I did that to hurt my homeboys down there at home or in Uganda, but I was really trying to express my feelings. I came a long way to be where I am right now. It was a long way. I remember recording a video of myself saying that if you work for everything, you will get it. And if you believe in yourself, you will always make it. And I want to tell the young boys there, don't let anyone encourage you. However much you're pushed to the wall, stick to what you're doing. Work hard, because by working hard, everything will come your way. Never give up. And that's what I did.
Okay.
So that's it. They have to work hard and believe in themselves. That's all. If you believe in yourself, you'll go far.
Thank you very much, Tito, for joining me live today. To our fellow viewers, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Safari Soccer. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Safari Soccer. Follow Tito Okello on his Instagram page at Okello Tito9. Follow me on my personal social media handles at Yvonne Etta. Thank you very much, Tito, once again, and all the best in your football career.
You're welcome, Yvonne. Thanks so much for hosting me.
Okay, welcome.
All right.